All right. Welcome to the platform. Welcome to Rush Online. We are back again. And this time around, we have a guest we're going to be talking to. And it's none other than a Ghanaian who lives abroad. So, if you're new on the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like, share the video, and please don't forget to on your notification button so anytime I drop a video, you will get a notification. And today we have a couple of issues on board we are going to discuss, and it has to do with Nigerians and some of their attitudes when it comes to those Nigerians living in Ghana. And it's like a whole lot of been going on, and Ghanaians across the world are really like monitoring and seeing exactly what is going on. But it seems there are certain things that people, the Ghanaians living like back in Ghana here are not really like privy to and don't know exactly what's going on. But because, those abroad are more, online, are most of the time online and all that. So they get to see a whole lot of things going on more than the Ghanaians living here in Ghana and all that. So we're gonna have a chat with this brother right here, a proud Ghanaian, who lives abroad, and he have been, we've been having conversations, and he's been telling me a couple of things. He doesn't feel right when it comes to the attitude of Nigerians, living in Ghana, and he have really seen a whole lot. And this brother have also, been with, or let's say, I've worked with some Nigerians before, has an experience with some Nigerians and all that. So he really knows them. Like, if I say he knows them, he knows them. He knows how they think, their behavior, their lifestyle and all that. So we're gonna have a chat with him. Let's sit down, enjoy the conversation as it goes. So, Mr. Philip, welcome to the platform.
Oh, big boss, thank you for giving me this opportunity to come to your platform. Big ups to all Ghanaians listening to us from the worldwide. Yeah, I'm very grateful to come to Mr. Rush Online this evening. Yeah, I would like
Thank
to
you.
express my point of view, one or two, on this platform, and I hope the Ghanaians are going to be patiently so that they listen to what we are going to talk about the Nigerians living in Ghana. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And thank you for making time for this. I don't know if I should call it interview or but all the same, this video might not be only English. At times he can switch to the local language, how best he thinks he can, express himself for the layman, the lay Ghanaian to understand, what he's trying to say, So if you are another nationality and don't understand Chi or something, pardon us, but we will try and, mix it up so you can at least get exactly what we're talking about. So, Mr. Philip,
Yes,
welcome
boss.
once again. Yeah,
Big ups.
big ups, big ups. So, we were having a conversation about the Ghana Immigration Service, calling on to the Igbo King. If you are new on this channel, please, we are talking about a Igbo King. That's someone who calls himself the leader of the Igbos in Ghana, and goes around with the title His Royal Highness or Royal Majesty. Uh, I've forgotten his name, but he's an Igbo. He's the Igbo king here in Ghana, and with our culture and customs, this really doesn't sit well with Ghanaians. Ghanaians really think no, there might be more to what's going on than what he's trying to portray himself to be. So recently, the Ghana Immigration Service called onto him and had a discussion with him. But on second thought, I thought the best would have been if the Ghana Immigration has any message to send across. It would have been better for it to be the Nigerian High Commissioner who represents like the Nigerian High Commissioner is more or less like the president of Nigerians here in Ghana. So he is the
That's
rightful
that's the
person who is
that's the
supposed,
ambassador.
yeah, who is supposed to be called upon for whatever message they have to lay to every Nigerian out there. Is supposed to go through this man, but instead the king of Igbos, or the Igbo king, was the one who was called. And I was thinking I'm the only one who this thing doesn't sit well with, but it seems even Mr. Philip has a problem with that. So we're gonna dig deep as to what Mr. Philip thinks about this issue. Then we get his side of the whole thing. So Mr. Philip,
Yo, big
first of
boss.
all, first of all, what is your what's your thinking like, or what's your knowledge when it comes to you hearing the Igbo king and all that? And since when did you started hearing the word Igbo king in Ghana and all that?
Okay, for this Igbo king, I was the first person to bring his video. I was the first person to bring his video on Mr. Manager's platform because I saw it. But the Ghanaians didn't notice anything that there was even an Igbo king uh, in Ghana. It was something that it was being hidden. They were doing it under the underground. So
Okay.
when I was trying to be making audios to Mr. Manager's platform, then I confronted him and I asked him that I have seen something like this going on in Ghana. A Nigerian man calling himself Igbo King. And he said, yeah, there's a man called Igbo King here in Ghana, but he doesn't know why Ghanaians are not taking any action against this man. That is what came to from Mr. Manager's mouth when I was speaking with him. Then I told him that no, look, I'll find a day to get one of his videos so that I will bring it to him. Then I make an audio to attach it. Then he plays it on his platform, on
Channel.
his channel. So he told me that even I have to keep cool, and he will also try to get recent video from him. Then he will link me for a new or a voice message. Then he will attach to it. Then he will post it on his place. So after he got it, then he gave me the hint. Then I made an audio to attach it. Then the Ghanaians came to see that there is something fishy there. A man is calling himself Igbo King, calling Easy or this, that for God, that for one man. You see, and I was very shocked. So later on, then I got to know that it was the gas who has given that man that opportunity to be doing this kind of festivals in Accra. So I tried to find out. So when I found out, then that means the man was doing that festival since um 2012. He started to be doing all those things. But by then, the Ghanaians were not taking it serious. It is when he started before, it wasn't so much like it was not bringing much attention to people like how he was. It was going to about 10 years and 15 years ago. Yeah. So later on, the Ghanaian people realized that okay, what this man is doing, he mean something differently. But even according to sources, they were saying that even the guards didn't give him that opportunity to be doing it to that extent. They didn't give him that opportunity to be doing that festival to that extent. Sorry. So before they see, then this man is inviting people from Nigeria abroad, worldwide, to be coming to this festival. And look, a country called Ghana that we have leaders. We have leaders who are leading this country. We vote for you to be taking good care of this country. How can you people allow these things to be happening in a country? Look at our chiefs, our kings, our queens, looking at all this kind of sort of things that a foreigner who is not even a king in his country, someone who was just a businessman who came to marry a Ghanaian, whereby he was selling parts, and all of a sudden he called himself an Igbo king, and
Okay,
it is
but
just
you see, someone might also say, okay, but Ghanaians also have, similar something in other countries. So, what do you think about that?
very good. Look, there is a king where I'm living, a district where I will say a district where I'm living. There's a king. That king is from Volta, but he's living in Germany here. But you can never go to how do you call it? To take a place and kill a sheep, pouring libation. Hey, when you put an alcohol on on the ground in Germany here, where I'm living in Germany. Is Germany uh, uh, situation I'm talking to you now? You can never
Okay,
pour even an alcohol, or you pour the blood
libation.
of a sheep. And no, no,
Meaning
no, no,
any
no.
sort of
You,
libation isn't allowed.
if you are a king in your country, you are a king in your country, but you cannot not go to the stand like what you are doing in our country. When our king, assuming the Ewes are doing a party, or they are doing something like festival or something like, the only thing they will do is they will just take a hall, or maybe they will just find a place outside. When it is summer, they will find a place outside. Then maybe they will be playing music, drumming, without making anything as if he is a king in the country, whereby he is ordering his country people from
Mhm.
other abroad to be coming illegally and be doing unnecessary things in the country, whereby when they arrest, when his country people arrest, they arrest some of his country people or his tribe, he will be going to the German police and be telling them, or he will be going to the German journalists telling them that they should not even mention their names, that they are from Ghana or something like that. Hey, what, who dare you? If this man is not a criminal, how can he be doing this? Huh?
Oh
By
no,
going
test
to,
mine or words. No, you can't use certain words on
thank you, Mr.
somebody,
Raj. Thank
yeah,
you. Very good.
because you
Don't
have
worry.
no evidence to, yeah,
For
such,
that one, don't worry. But let's call a spade a spade. There was a time I was watching a journalist, whereby this man was telling the journalist that the Ghanaians shouldn't be revealing any Nigerian, that that person is from Nigeria, or he is an Igbo. Other than that,
Okay,
that
so like if somebody is caught up in a crime and the
in a
person,
crime.
like the
Yeah, they
person's
shouldn't reveal him.
nationality
Yeah,
shouldn't be
nationality. They
mentioned,
shouldn't reveal the
but rather his
nationality out.
name.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is what I mean. But according to what the immigration were saying, when the immigration invited him, whereby he came there, you see, this man later on said that if the immigration, if they get anyone, any Nigerian who has committed crime, who has caused any law against the German, Ghana law, they should deal with the
Like
person
caused any crime
against
against the law.
again.
Okay.
Now he is saying that they should deal with the person, but before then, it not this the same man who was saying that when a Nigerian does anything against the Ghanaian law, they shouldn't do what? They shouldn't do anything that will reveal the person out as if he's a Nigerian or he's from this place. Other than that, it will scare people coming to Ghana. Was it not this man who said that? So that means this man is chopping he's trying to be uh, claiming as if
Like,
he's smart.
oh, okay.
He is claiming as he is smart. And the secondly, why should the immigration invited this man? Why should the
Yeah,
immigration?
that's something I also didn't get, because for me I was thinking, in
Then
any
that means
case, like even if you
you
have
people,
somebody to invite, it should be the Nigerian High Commissioner or the ambassador or something.
it is the ambassador. You people have to what? Invite anyone who is listening to us from abroad. Please judge me whether what I am saying is wrong or I'm right. Look, if there's any incident, and it happens to uh, any of the citizens, it is the High Commission that the ambassador or the High Commission that uh, they can
The authorities
they
to
can
call
invite.
upon.
There's no other king in anyone's country. Why? That means it is the Ghanaians. We are supporting this man to be doing those kind of things that he is doing. Why do you invite this man? Can this man even do what? No, let me say it. Let's call a spade a spade. Is this man having more authority than the Nigeria High Commission in Ghana? As you, the customs, whereby you people invited this person talking to this man, what can you people do, or what can this person do to save his people by doing this criminal act in Ghana? Huh? That means you are the people who don't the immigration. You people don't know your work. If not so too, then you people are supporting this man by calling himself Igbo king in the country. That is why always this man is making himself, yeah, you say, yeah, me Igbo king, me Igbo king. Ɛyɛ nkwasi adeɛ a kyerɛ sɛ sometimes no ɛdɛn yɛhu wɔ yɛ man no, there are sometimes nneɛma bi wɔ hɔnom a woni a ɛni kwan sɛ yɛn temmemfoɔ no yɛgyegye so ɛma ɛdɛn ahɔhoɔ anya wɔn ho fa ahode bi sɛ ɛdɛn yɛ ghanafoɔ ɛgyegye yɛ so nti na ɛyɛ sɛ ɛdɛn ɛwɔ so yɛn so yɛkyerɛ wɔn sɛ ɛdɛn saa na adeɛ no so ɛdɛn ɛteɛ whereby sɛ adeɛ no so nte saa you the how do you call it the woman, the immigration officer who was speaking in front of this man, that man was so called Igbo king. When she was speaking to that man, that woman was calling the man, he said, what, chief, are we having any Igbo tribe in Ghana? And you call this man a chief and his other kings and all those things in front
But
of your video.
he says, from one of a video I think I watched about him, he stated that he's a diasporan king.
He is a diasporan king in Ghana.
Mm.
That man.
Yeah.
And who gave him that title in Ghana?
So to him, like he's been from one of his videos I watched, he's been gazetted and accepted in the Ghana Traditional Council by the Ghana, chieftaincy, whatever.
And
So
I
currently he has a seat in the Ghana Traditional Council. That's what
and
he says, and has been gazetted.
yeah, and this I want to know is that this man comes from any royal family in Ghana?
No, no.
Ah,
In the
so
first place, it's not a Ghanaian. Yeah.
he's not a Ghanaian, and you are not from any royal family in Ghana. And how can you be a king in Ghana? Whereby even I will say that and crying for ankasa no cry no mu yeden mu gu mu ho ani mas cry den e de kire papa no. Because one, now so what near papa no cry no crampo na why then he ha- he has subdued, he has wa bre in crying for he no cry then wa bre na se wa che ne say cry o cry no nyu obia. Wakyɛ no kora sɛ wokora wonyɛ obi a obi a ofi ɔyɛ ɔhɔhoɔ a waba wo man so a ɔnyɛ ɔhen wɔ ne kurom a waba wo man so sɛ obɛdi paa wo paa no ɔno nso anya ne biribi adi a waware ayi mu kurom ni ɛyɛ dɛn na woka sɛ ɛyɛ dɛn masi wɔ ɔhen na wankasa no ɔyɛ science odi festival ɛwɔ wo man so ɔyi apayɛ a apayɛ no a ɔyi no kora no wo kora no wonte aseɛ asɛm a
But
ɔka
you
no.
see, one say a bit more so, others might also say Ghanaians and so air festivals for other countries. Near the inti adentina or not there.
Very good. In I'm in Germany. There are others in America. There are others in America, Canada. This is it. Me, me ankasa, me aunt. Almost in Ohima, Canada. Yes, me aunt Ohima, Canada. But yes, me aunt Ohima or Canada no. On me, any day, enko ye a festival being quiet and enko chow dry engu asase so Canada.
Mm.
Emma Emra na ewo Canada no. Ono no entumi emfa ne enhye ne nsem say den say if the Canadian police arrest any Ghanaian they don't have right to do this to do this. What is that? Are you the me sister no ono me auntie no ono no no be kire Canada for no police for no and as a journalist for no ne omonye e wo oman no mu. Na me
Okay, it
auntie
was
no.
obetimi gyina so say sɛ mo ahemfo yɛ nti me nso me yɛ a ɛdɛn na ɛwɔ mu.
Yeah, why am I himful?
Like saa na yɛahemfo ɛwɔ Ghana no saa na ɔmo yɛ ɔmo twa dwan ɔmo twa akokɔ, they sacrifice animals when
Any a
it's festival, when
constitution,
it's time for festival.
any a constitution say obi of free foreign land. Ebet me aba. Ye man so no why then wa betwa odwan eyi apaye aye festival where man so no afre no ho ohen ho. Any a constitution mu. Secondly, this man is a Biafran. He's one of the Biafra. This man, there are some things that it is not nice for me to be using that bad words here. He's a Biafran. He's a Biafran, and the man is very wise, and he knows what he is planning in his head. Look, this man said he wants to take 250 acres land in Ghana and build what palace, and that palace, it is only Nigerians who can be going there. So
And that, okay, so when it comes to that, I was finding it very weird because though we have, like, we Ghanaians, we also have, chiefs in other countries and all that, but I've never seen any chief in another country representing just the group of people in that country from his from his country. And it's more, oftentimes it's even more of, let's say, tribal based, like how he's just the leader
His
of
own is
a tribe
very good.
from Nigeria, yeah, living in Ghana. But you will
Mr.
never come
Rice.
across anybody building a palace.
No,
That is the difference here.
no. Ameka se michiro. Se Ghana ni bi ka se oyo ohin a enye ohin wa ha o. Se ebia oyo ohin a eden otumi ye de alatani ni ye no. Se even kra ne ye arrest an alatani bi na ma we akogina honmo no. No ye se eden oko fight against the oko fighting for the Nigerians. No, that is not the way it. That is not the way. Oh. Hanom, you can't do this. We are here, we are here, oh, chromo. Hanom, now we are here, no. We are here, say, yeah, that be debut or maybe idea of chrome for tribe, no. More a bia festival bia. Now my day, if your makwaji hall be, now my day, my body, ma to say, bia, at the action. Some uko ya pie or uko check a giant ho. Na niama, cowbets day. Now, but them,
One
maybe.
argument, one Nigerian sending me was, I say, okay, if you guys, if your chiefs abroad don't want to carry themselves that big, and somebody feels like doing so, what is your problem? Because if maybe your chief in the other country also wants to do same, he is free to do it. So why are you talking about somebody, and that when it comes to them, with Nigerians, they do everything big, like they make sure they do it, and all that. So
When you want to do something big, you do it in your house, not someone's country. Here, there's nothing like you can even someone even build a how do you call it, a palace in abroad in anywhere in the I think it is only Ghana. It is only Ghana we will be saying they will be saying all these things to, and
okay, so
Obasaka, and he will be telling us also that. And they will build schools whereby they will be teaching their children Igbo language. Oh my God. What a story. Can you come to Germany and say these things to the Germans? My bro. And even can you go to US to say these things to the US, the people in the US? Can you go to England to say this to the people in England? Except only Ghana. We, our citizens, the leaders, are because they know what they are getting from this man. Is it not this Igbo man who went to this now the man who they call him the IGP? When the IGP was
okay.
not the IGP, is it not this Igbo man who went to give this man the present in his office? This thing can
Mhm.
never happen in even in Germany here. Hey, and and secondly, I don't know why. Minima de Busam say a dentina Ghana police for Ediom ho iron ashes Nigerians for nessa because of them sika omoye den enye free omo wonti. Once say Igbo king no no custom for no free Igbo king no. Na Igbo king kasa mo say den when someone's uh in the ECOWAS, you see that every foreigner is allowed to be living in the country for 90 days for the permit for 90 days.
Mhm.
And that is 3 months. And after that, the
Mhm.
person has to return back to his or her land.
Nigeria, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. But Ghana for no then after 90 days, no. Ghana for no Nigeria for no then. Omuji musika. Omuji musika. Instead of
Mm.
Nigeria
Instead
back,
of
no.
returning them back, yeah,
Returning them
okay.
back, no. No, mama, oh my day. oma satna ehono asema na Igbo king e ka no nti you see the Ghanaian security
So
they
one
are
way or the
corrupt.
other, the Ghana security agencies are also playing a role in what is
We
going
are
on.
playing. That is why I said. That is why this woman didn't even go for the ambassador, and she went to this Igbo king because so anya bibia and a Ghana for Beka said, oh, Ghana immigration, Ghana embassy, and Ghana security. Omunye omojuma ye. But for her to go to ambassador, no. She will prefer so bad than Obeko Igbo king or because Oko Igbo king wa Ghana for me or my dream then timid no say oh energy man whereby say I didn't know no so crano and ya dear be see a gow. You see that? So the security is near Ghana or Nankasano. Omu di Ghana for na bro. And leaders nankasa so di Ghana for na bro. It is citizens no. Omo na say then omo sorry no mu say no. Eno ma ekoso no enye. Mame ka say mi cho nefa ekwa adwendwem. Hwe those days emna slave trade eba no. Slaves no ehfa na ye form free pa. It was Ghana.
Yeah,
If
West
you read the
Africa.
history, it is Ghana,
Yeah.
West Africa, it is Ghana. Ghana for na ne doso pa. Adentia because Ghana for nipa bia woman ade kitikiti bi kra obetumi agyae ne bibi kra ma bibi a ope bia wo de aye no. Ebi na
Mm.
ekoso sisie. Ghana ni betumi agya ade kitwa bi no de asase. Onu nim se ade no eye valuable ema ne mebi anase ne nananka nso bi daachi bi no. No de malatani. This is what is going on now. It is indirect slavery and ekoso no sisia no as a Ghana for se ansori a yebe mu kra no na ye japade wo man mu no nyina no na hwere na eden ahopofo afa ni nyina indirect slavery and ye komu no but Ghana for na citizens no omu ye den omu ye we have to wake up so that we drive these people, these foreigners who are taking our country for granted. No, we drive them out. At times, Obi Beka say, "Oh, say ye Nigeria for the ye nipa bako. Obi a woni ye nipa bako no. Unia otumi befa unia kukum."
Yes, because Meti said that's one argument that they always keep making. Like, we are at the end of the day, we are all Africans. Inti Argentina, you want to treat your fellow African, and you don't you like you don't want to accept a fellow African in your midst.
A fellow African, a fellow African. Obeba woman na wabekum wankasa wunia anaso oduwa wunia ebeye bekwa kwa jisike duru no wunia onye wo fellow African but ye kase obi o fellow African o fellow African no obi a ono no even kra no o man be bi tra o kase den onye se a saade eno no oye odi emra no so odi the regulations in the country no so no odi so na nye obi ono beba wo memu no abeden ono be try so be suppress down ono no nye o fellow African eno no wunya
Mm.
wo wo ho kwan bia said den wuyi ni free wa kwan because one ono no obe robu a orobu wie no kro be san kun because onum said den orobu wie na ofa ho di a echi no kra no wodi ni picture bi kra be den ebe kwa akoma police wo me
So we
abeti no no
expose
ye
them.
na wo
Okay.
enti orobu a e wo so kun. This is what we have to put in our head as citizens of Ghana. Say Nigeria for ye nipa bia omaba with agenda. Omaba with agenda. And secondly, omu anom kra na e wo blogging side. De bia no omu ye comparison. Ghana money is bigger than Nigeria money. This, that, this. It is even more serious than anything. And then a committee very dangerous things in Ghana for criminals like robbery and all those things. And then I'm free Nigeria
But
ever Ghana no too
once
much.
I said what they are doing keeps bringing in, keeps like encourages a whole lot of Nigerians
In the
out there
country.
to, yeah. And what they say is, well, they are promoting your country for people to come and visit, and that when people visit, the country also generates some kind of revenue from the people. That is one argument, yeah, they make.
2019, when the Black Americans were coming to Ghana, President Kufuor called said, back home to Africa. No. They try saying, back Ghana. And the Ghana. No. Nigeria for na krom ho no and dance na Black Americans near then edifa Ghana oman no ho
Mhm.
say oh Ghana oman ni say but by then no even kra no na Nigeria for no criticize it say then other na Black Americans no Ghana na omo ye then they
Yeah,
were
because
they were
it was
criticizing.
they were sounding more kind of like
It
jealous in
was
a way.
jealous.
Yeah.
There was jealous within them. Enti ekyire no ɛna afei deɛ ɛyɛ dɛn yɛsɛn hu sɛ dɛn ɔmo ankasa nso no ɔmo kurom hɔnom no ɔmo de papa wei ayɛ dɛn abɛsi so ma ɛmi sɛ ekuro ne nkɔ yie ɛna afei deɛ ɔmo start sɛ ɔmo yɛ dɛn ɔmo lutu ɔmo ho yɛ dɛn
Mm-hmm.
ɛde ba ɔman nim.
Every yeah.
Very good. Nti ɔmo ba ɔman nim no ɔmo bɛyɛ dɛn ɔmo bɛgye Black Americans no ɔmo ayi a ɔmo asɛ videos ɔmo yɛ ɛfa Ghana ho no ne ade no ɛbɛ man Black Americans ne stop we sisi ɔmo stop we a Black Americans ne dodoɔ na anyɛ saa adeɛ ne biem because Nigeria
Then a
for na bɛgye
majority
saa
na for Nigeria. Yeah.
Nigerians nti Nigerian for yɛ nipa bi a wunia sɛ woyɛ biribiara na they jealous about of what you are doing then they will come and take it. They will be jealous about what you are doing, then they will come and take it. But among Black Americans, no, oh, sorry, my son idea no, but just they were doing it for what they have
Yeah,
been
just
seeing in
yeah.
Ghana.
Telling
Yeah,
their testimonies and all that.
that's it. When they saw that the Nigerians are doing this, then they leave it to them. And now, as they are doing, they are calling the criminals from their country to Ghana economy. And they are doing all this kind of robbery, ashawo, and all those things. So this is what
And
our leaders
come to
have to
think of
what?
it, let me ask you this. But before I ask, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. Subscribe to the channel and please share the video. Don't forget. So like I was saying, how do you feel anytime you see some of these Nigerian girls, especially the girls? The guys also, there are some guys who also do the same thing, I'm about to talk about, but especially the girls. How do you feel when you see them on social media, though they are living in Ghana, insulting the people of Ghana and the country that is currently sheltering them, feeding and clothing them at the same time? Like, how do you feel as a Ghanaian whenever you come across those videos?
You see, I feel very sad. And I see it to it that there's no security in the country. I see that there's no security in the country. Because if there's good security in the country, they would have arrested all those people to make an example. Because here, even by saying some word, can make you even to go to jail. It will bring you to jail. You see, Ghana, a krobia, ye security, the one, even ye need security crowd more social, guided on social media. So, Obi, security, Obi, Eka say, be obeying. Obedi boni bi na say bia even cry no nipa no cry no ebia or nam social media so no odi boni bia da bia no ombe den ombe ba be di bon Ghana fo ehun da me ti hey me hu Nigeria fo no bebra mitumi so they are criminals in the country me ankasa se me nim
Let's use some. Now,
me see
generalizing.
me hu yeah me say me hu bebra I know it doesn't mean say then be a
Yes.
marginalizing man as bibisa yeah me hu bia me tun say then say nipa we or a criminal he's playing a game. He's playing a game because um I don't know Sakana yeah a security nankasa no answer na obe security no minim say mom ko psychologist school and I don't know that one meaning I don't know. I don't know. Oh, and I'm yankasa no. Metumi hu say then because of sika omojiji free Nigeria for no no. Ama eden. Omani egu no maybe so e was so eden. E was so moye no. Ah, Ghana benya ne ntuma pa efra no. Omo nye saade no.
Mm.
They don't do it, Mr. Rash. They don't do it. She se me yes Ghana security ni pa me yes security ni pa ka Ghana for be bon se mama me to nyame and Ghanaians will be clapping for me. They will be clap she nipa wo tun say oye criminal pa but Ghana force you almost your hu she ebe den na oba besia a o say oye YouTube blogger, a Nigerian calling herself as a YouTube blogger. What you see that person um, has built an an apartment
Apartment. Okay.
about 8 rooms. About 8 rooms. How did this woman bought the land? And how did this woman? What is this woman doing in the country? Whereby even she built that house. Oh, adeɛ bi wɔ hɔ ma ɛkɔ so wɔ ɔman no mu a yɛn Ghanafoɔ no yɛn ne yɛ support Nigeriafoɔ no ɛma ɔmo yɛ den ɛyɛ saa adeɛ no ɛwɔ ɔman no mu.
I want to
This
be
person,
Becca say,
this wait
Becca
wait
say,
wait wait
oh,
wait wait
okay.
wait I'm coming. This person I'm talking about saa ɔbaa wei ɛwɔ ɛyi ɔwɔ ɛyi bar ɛwɔ Nigeria ɔmo ɛnyɛ bar koraa ɔmo sɛ akɔ bi te sɛ ɛdɛn pop bi ɛwɔ Ghana hɔ.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
or pap bi or Ghana ho. Na saa pap no, saa obey ankasa nso no eden. Obi odin kola free Nigeria eden. Eba. Emom be ba sibra asawo adwuma eden. Ewo honom.
I
But
really like. Is there any evidence to that?
you see, and you see, that is why I said you people are not doing your work well. That is why you are asking me. But is there any evidence to that? When you get the person, then you get the evidence. You be sitting down, you put your hand then you be asking, is there any evidence on that? Is there my brother? Shemamika se micho, I had no wound me, I had even kwawe tuntumuni, nessa way then, which we care bia. Police ni cry then, and any old nam road is why. No who pay no or show or suspect that kind of we use no because German for use sakano. It wona we tuntum na we use sakano. No official something out. There's something in his mind. Say the be adwuma na akwa we yi a na otumi nya sakano. Enti ono obi a opa besia a ono a oyɛ den waba Ghana honum wotumi build sa a dine with those rooms. E de be ade na oba na oyɛ one. Sa oba na ankasa so no oni ni ne brothers e wo honum na ne brothers ne adwuma omo yɛ ho no eye buei.
And then the brothers never Ghana.
Oni ni brothers na wo Ghana ho. Enti ni brothers ne di ade na care of oba no. And then I make us natural. Ni brothers need ya dey na I care of oba no. Enti sankopo we no ade a omo ye o man mu no ho. Mr. Rash, se wonye clever. Wonye clever. Na se security for na wo Ghana ho no. Omo si omo be gege sika. Omo be say o man no. Me see indirect slave na I ohin to me agent chain. No odi nipa ma American no odi no American. Nene na ya nwanwe say den oji some millions be no the insase man no mo fine insase. Think of the citizens. Indirect slaves ni ahin fofo ni ahin ma any leaders no omo yesisia no. They are taking us back to the indirect slaves. But we the
Okay,
citizens no.
what do you think about ahemfo onipa ye kan wasem all form in every region ashenase? Because I discovered said he's installing chiefs, sub chiefs that are going to be answerable to him in every region. So what's your mind on that? What do you think about it?
Any pana ya no catch say Ghana for ahemfofo ɛwɔ amanɔne no. Ubusa ne say Ghana for ahemfofo na ɛwɔ amanɔne no. Almost to me see ahemfofo ni bi ɛwɔ cities, other cities. They say then yeah abusa no. Man ne or planning adeɛ bi. Or planning adeɛ bi akɔyɛ te sɛ edua esi hɔ. Edua esi hɔ. Na edua no ɛwɔ branches.
Okay.
Branches.
Okay,
Na
just
branches.
like how yeah, example like Otunfo or other sub chiefs, and then like let's say Gamanche with sub chiefs in every okay.
Enti deɛ ɔno ɛyɛ no ɔyɛ no in the way bi sɛ dɛn daakye bi no oni hɔ nom a saa ne sub chiefs no so betumi ayɛ dɛn take over to deɛ no ɔyɛ no enti na kyerɛ sɛ adeɛ no a ɔmo yɛ no ɔno ɛyɛ no ase ntu ɛmfi ɔman ni so ɔno nko ara ne ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna ɔyɛ a na sɛ bi a asumi sɛ bi a daakye bi ɔno ni hɔ nom a so oni hɔ obi ani hɔ biem. But make it at the end in the way be said, so that be no new on ma. The no no as a sub chief, a second or no bedding or no baby dinner dear, mining. It yeah, or better at the end like foundation, or mining. At the end, I see anything ain't mean to in a gigantic way, but Ghana for no air and for many muscle. Ade a all building no and a Ghana for bebre na so no omo nim se papa no or what building even cry some chiefs in most of the 16 regions omo nim.
Oh no, majority of Ghanaians that are not aware. I think
They are not
among them aware are the few who are more like on social, like most of the times on social media and
very good.
follow these stuffs and yeah.
Very good. And I'm a make a show. Sa Nigerian bloggers na yehu de bia omo blogge e wo Nigeria e wo Ghana ho no any even Nigeria ho kra no. It's a big propaganda work and omo ye no. This is what Ghanaians we have to be very careful. A big propaganda work pa na omo ye no. So we the citizens of Ghana, we have to be very, very clever. She obaby aya otai de ade boniti. Ghana scarf
Okay.
eboniti or one of their bloggers. Good. No Beni, no Beni. Ofri Beni back
Mhm.
Ghana na ape. Em se be any week kra e no call or ye iboni oba ne ye iboni e no call eyi omo eyi ize ho e wakra legon ho no. Inti okọ ho no no e na one ne ko ye live video ni ade a. It one no ko ye live video na ni ade nti the conclusion or the conclude in as someone can say then, hey Ghanaians, yeah, it's not all Nigerians who are bad people. So please, you shouldn't tag Nigerians that we are all bad. This. And I'm saying, sir, Ufri Benino, our beduhan mono, we cry my dear obey any, and I may say so many dear bay or dear, and I'm here audio message, and I'm the man. And then make yes since your boy or yes since your boy. I told her my, but you see, these people they are taking Ghana for granted. We Ghanaians, we have to wake up and drive these people out from the country. Other than that, these people are taking us for granted. If you could see now, all the Nigerians who are having children without the husbands, all of them have loaded themselves to Ghana. All of them have loaded themselves to Ghana, living in Ghana because of free education, because of free healthcare center.
Mhm.
That is why they are now all living in Ghana. So when are we going to live with these people, whereby even our parents who are selling in the market, they are taking them taxes. The Nigerians are not even paying taxes, and it is our parents, their taxes. They are using it for this. Free education, this healthcare,
Yeah, healthcare.
and,
Mhm.
and they are using this thing even to support these Nigerians. What are the Nigerians doing in the country? What are they doing in the country to support even the country? They just come there. They are using Ghana or in the name of ECOWAS. When they come there, then instead of our security, our immigration to wake up
Immigration. Mhm.
and let these people out from the country. They are rather are collecting bribe when they go there, and then they see that their their days are off or their months are off. Then they collect bribe from them. Then they allow them to stay in the country. So these people, they are the corrupt people who are spoiling the country. The corrupt.
Well,
It at times it is not only the president who is corrupt, but one the security they are more even corrupt than even the president. The security are more even corrupt than even the president. Why are always Nigerians praising Ghana security? Because they know what they give them.
mhm.
Because they know what they give them. You know, I like the way the Nigerian security is. They are good. The Nigerian security, they do their work. They do their work. That is why always they say the Ghana and Nigerian security are this.
But the Nigerians are saying the Nigerian police force, like they they don't act according to them. They don't act professional, or they don't work professionals. Like how Ghanaian, when a Ghanaian police approaches you, talks to you, and all that. But with them, it always has to be force, and sometimes they forcefully implant, like, incriminate you and all that. So for them, they have their own issue with their police force.
Let me tell you something.
But they don't act professional. Like
Let
that's
me
their
tell you
problem.
something. Mameka Semicho, if a security man, if assuming a security man wants to speak with you for the first time, he has to be very calm to you.
Mm,
He has to be very calm. But if you try to be hard, the security man later on will be hard on you, whereby it will be overing what you are doing. That is what
mm,
why they are saying this. Oh. But ours, they are timid. Yeah, they are not calm down. I'm on. Oh, because as on any kasa, I said, or rapono, ain't you no, I lem. No ayɛ lɛ mama no because ɔyɛ lɛ mama na ɛna obenya tip bi every ɛdɛn every ni hɔ. Oh, and this is not how a policeman has to do his job. Policeman, your yes should be yes, and policeman no, the policeman bɛka no civilian di so na yɛ free. So kasi gyina hɔ ma nsa so. Sɛ wa ma nsa so ɔkan 1 2 3 ɛwɔ so fire o.
mm,
Ɛwɔ so fire o. Because ebetumi abasa de bibi hyɛ wo ho a also person wo de 18 times you say oh American for
mm,
kum. Yeah, because one even crown so only police ni kasa eni kwasa odo nsa ehye obotom because
mm,
onima de ewo obotom it could be say wo the gun ase wo ho and obetumi aka say you say free obotom so ka say you say free obotom 1 2 3 ne say wo obetumi afire although ebi onku but obebo baby a obe wiki
mm,
yeah obebo baby a obe wiki enti yenye police wo no hwe ohun se baby na woman ne ka say den omukọ immigration for no say woman she was saying that when they are going to even control the Nigerians they even attack them. Why should you
mm,
people be going to uh, um, a place whereby you know that there are numbers of people in the place, whereby you don't go with a lot of uh, police people
police,
among
yeah.
you? When you are going for this patrol work or for this type of work now, at least I was munya be police cars, be 7 or 10, about be 30 police people, about be 30 police people with you. Na mo kwa na mo mukuta police be 5, na nipa be 5 honoma. They will always be struggling with you people.
Mm,
When you are going to a place whereby the Nigerians are 5, you have to make sure say nipa police wa corner, at least they are 20. Or someone say they are 20. Because you always have to know that you are going for what? You are going for a determination work. And the
mm,
work that you are going to do, no, you will not let the people to be attacking you. You rather are going to be doing what? To do an attack. And you will corner say, oh no, 1 5 ye ahode bia anko na mo ye nipa be man say 5 na mo corner say edan ba ko nipa 5 no ma. Eden na wo gidi say o mo ne mo be.
mm. And I be
Eh?
amoy 5 na amoy be 10 na.
Omo ye be ten na eden na wo gidi say o mo ne mo be.
Mm,
Because one ọmọ Ghana for a high dan ndị amalatafo ni nyina enipa bɛyɛ 5 na ɔmo gu dan baako mu.
mm.
You see enipa bɛyɛ 5 na ɔmo gu dan baako mu enti ɛno no
Okay, mhm.
yeah
I think we are almost 1 hour.
Yeah,
Now, I 1 minute to one hour. Until we will have to do this again
no
because
problem.
there's more to discuss. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I would like you to give your final submission now. Yeah, fancy ya. Now,
okay.
so yeah. Next.
Yeah, my final submission is the security agencies in Ghana. Please, you people have to do your work very well. You people have to do your work very well because you are the people who are protecting the country Ghana. So stop collecting the bribe from these Nigerians and even the foreigners, whereby they are killing your own citizens. Second, the citizens of Ghana, please wake up and fight against these Nigerians who are committing crime and even the Nigerians living in the country. Go for demonstration. Go for demonstration. Don't allow the Nigerians to be taking Ghana for granted. Go for demonstration.
That's the criminal one, like the ones who get involved in crimes.
When you say so, I don't get you. Those who which uh,
Like against the criminal minded ones who always who are always more of like a nuisance in the country. And let's say most of these people are the undocumented ones, because definitely it becomes very difficult when the police even tries to
how
trace them.
can you
Yeah.
notify that this person is? Please, let's call a spade a spade. There are illegal people living in the country. This is what they have to do. They have to go for a demonstration, and so that
That's
they,
what I'm talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have to fish them all out from the country because the illegal people living in the country, they are the same people committing crime, doing all this kind of blogging, and Ghanaian landlords and landladies, please stop renting these apartments to these Nigerians. They are killing Ghanaians. They are committing crime in the country. They are doing all this ashawo and all those kind of stuffs in the country. They are bringing sicknesses in the country. Stop renting apartments to these people so that Ghana will get, uh, will take, how do you call it? Omo kan wo chi mu kra sen. Omo baka
Ghana
say,
best one in
Ghana,
Nentuma Pefra.
super, super, super. Say the Ghana be fan in ntuma pa efra. Because one Ghana for na more renting a dime Emma Nigerians no. Omo no omo ye den omo bo omane form. Mr. Rash, I think we have a lot to speak later. I think today it's not the first time and it will not be the last time. So
Yeah.
we will make it again. So I think I have nothing more to say. Yeah.
All
And
right. Thank you
also
very much. And
big thanks to the audience. Yeah. Thank you very much.
yeah, thanks to every viewer. And please, if you haven't subscribed, like I keep saying, subscribe to the channel. And there's gonna be more of this, from time to time. It might even be other people coming on the platform to also share their views on certain issues they are not okay with. So this conversation will have to continue another time. But for now, this is where we end it. So have a nice day wherever you are, and big ups to you, Mr.
Big
Big.
ups. Yeah, Rush Online.
Big
Please,
ups to all
you
the
people shouldn't forget to like Mr. Rush. Yeah, Rush Online.
yeah,
He's doing
subscribe
a
and all that.
marvelous
Yeah.
job. He's doing a marvelous job. Please
Thank
subscribe
you,
and also share it to the worldwide so that everyone may listen
thank
to
you,
what is going on in Ghana. Big ups to Mr. Rush.
thank you.
Yo,
All right,
bye.
we're out. All right.